in a state where God, they could even reach out to God, nobody knows. But the fact that they cannot get him, like Naaman could not reach out to Jehovah, even though Naaman is coming from Abrahamic side. He then took some images and built those images in his house. And he was worshiping those images. Some of the images is what Jacob, the one of Jacob's wife, that is Rachel, took those images, and Leah also ran after Jacob to get his images back, and he sort of looked at his uncle, but I haven't taken anything, Jacob's having, but one of his wives took it and sat on it. And when his father came to look, he said, no, I'm having a woman's stuff in a period. So if I'm having my period, I can't get up. And so his father couldn't search, but he was sitting on it. She was sitting on it. These are some of the things. A man's desperation to reach out to God, and if he can't get that, he just invents something. They were invented these things. Of what? And they'll base it on what was there already from those who were seriously have received, or somehow the story says there were those who accounted or saw great miracles, and miracles happened in their time, and there were documents about them. So then we can use that story and then blend it with what we have, and these things are bringing so much cares and problems into our life. Oh, we are benefiting from it because we are blending it, we are making it look like it's the great thing, but it is inventive. It is not coming from. That is why you don't see true miracles where people getting healed as we want to see them, even though we've advanced so much. Yet there's so much problems. You can see that a man's life is consumed. We are not moving in the direction that suitably will lead us well. So we are not really in line with the book in this thing. But many ways we can blame the book, the advice of the book. We can also blame the fact that those who have encouraged the books also, because these books it's not really from true text. They've sort of blended it. They've taken some out. Whether those they take out is from God or not, I don't know. How did the people come out to think of it not being of God? But they took some books out in the first place. You find books you weren't there at that time. How would they come to that conclusion and say these books are not meant for the book, for the Bible, while some also agree that it is for the Bible? The Romans keep it all. They keep all the books. But the Bible, the New Revised Version, and the current charismatic movement and the rest of it do not think so. So they sort of separate some of the books from the Bible. So basically, simply and easy, God isn't manifested in my view. But whatever God or Spirit has been manifested is as a result of our negative approach to things. And so the God is really, you can sense the negativeness in the God, or the sort of worship that we are into. The reactions of people, that reflect whatever it is that has adapted them, or whatever it is that guides them. You can see the true nature of my mother and father in me. You can see those symptoms. It's not deniable. You can, the same way, if you're into Christianity or Muslim or whichever way it is, you can have the same reactions coming out. The God that they follow through, that you follow through, is what will give you all those reactions. Is what will make you react the way you react. So if you can look at it that way, then you are on the bridge of seeing the things that I'm saying, because the same people who sit in the church halls, in the Muslim hall, and all those are the people who end up coming up, becoming terrorists, and striking each other and standing up for what they believe in, and all those things we experience. Because if you go to look at a terrorist or somebody who is a terrorist at the moment, and an enemy take his life, the people who follow him are say, okay, this person did not deserve to die, or what right do we have to say that for? Because at the end of the day, whatever has happened, we could clearly see that if we go by the book, we can get our answers, we can find out. And as I say, I've pointed a lot of things out. The book will reveal to you that it is glorying as we read Surah LXI 4, it reveals to us how God is so happy with those who fight for him. So it is glorifying. I mean, you never know. But I believe that if that was the case, if the test is true also, then anybody who stand and fight for God will have to die or end up dying, not in the way of, a disgraceful way where an enemy will get hold. But like Moses was taken up, or the Muslims believe that Jesus was taken up, so should Bin Laden be taken up to heaven. He shouldn't be killed by a man, an ordinary man, somebody who stood and fight for God. But anyway, I just hope that the learned people will sit and consider these things and think about, because what the statement that they put out there, they demonstrate most of the time, is what stirred the crowd up to behave the way they behave. Because if somebody is to rise up and be so angry on those bases and act upon that, you can imagine what will happen. But understanding, if you give them the understanding that they need to have, people won't just behave anyhow. People need to learn to know the wisdom behind it, why it's not good to react in any way, why it should be accepted as it has happened, as if it is the will of Allah, and not necessarily people taking upon themselves to strike. Let's strike back. What are you going to strike? Who are you going to strike? Even if you can strike back, what does your Quran tell you? What does the Quran tell you? Who is truly your enemy? And how will that enemy thing stop? If you don't stop, who will stop? You go pay back, the other person also want to pay back. So every day somebody is paying back. Can we settle peace here? No, I don't think so. So if I pull these inside and you're seeing that this is what the books are encouraging. And so that is why it is difficult to achieve a peaceful, and that's why. So the beginning of achieving a peace here will come from us, first instance, recognizing the problem, acknowledging it, and making sure that we sort of adjust ourselves to the right mood. And what that mean? Am I saying that that means that we don't have to follow the Quran? Why are you so afraid not to follow the Quran? If the Quran is giving you an order to kill, and you have realized that realistically, in a plain life, you realize that it is not a good thing, which you know is not a good thing. What is so hard for you to disobey such an order? It's not difficult. It's entirely up to you, because it's all separate to different gods. The other God also has given instruction for them to destroy your life. If you don't stop and he doesn't stop, it's a problem. If you stop and he doesn't stop, it's still a problem. But at least it's more justifying that on your side, for the fact that you decided not to fight back, and you got more chance of settling peace. If you say peace, bringing peace to humanity or the life, it might be a costly thing, because some people are just crazy and silly that no matter how you do, even though you're not hitting back, they still want to hit you. They will probably want to kill you, and they will take your life. And that's what sometimes happens. You say in the teachings of the Bible, Jesus sort of revealed that if somebody take your clothes, give him another one more. I don't know who's going to do that. Like somebody comes and slap me on this chicken, and I turn the other one and say, okay, slap here too, so that it will be even. We have an even slapping. You slap me here, you slap me here too. Where Moses said that no, in the Moses time it is revealed in the books that if somebody slap you here, you slap that person too, the same place, back. Slap the person, then pay back, an eye for an eye. But Jesus was explaining something different, that just let the person go. Peaceful means, probably, I'm sure that similar means was used by Rajiv Gandhi to achieve peace in most demonstrations go along the same line, to achieve peace, to bring about peace. You make the other party feel silly and stupid, because you are not hitting back. They keep hitting, you are not hitting back. Everybody will see that they are bully, they are not fair, and it really works, to put people in that line of shame. This is what I'm trying to sort of put through.